Hey, what's happening, everybody? So here we go. Today, going back to a power tool, and it's one that I've talked about with y'all before, sometime in the back, uh, and it's another Worx tool. It's been about, I don't know, really don't know how long, 6 months, a year, since maybe longer. I'm not sure since I last talked about this thing. This is the Worx Axis. The neat thing about this tool, when I first got it, again, I'm a handyman. Tony Sandoval Handyman Services is what I do here in Omaha, Nebraska. Portability. I got to be able to move around. I got to be able to be from one site to another, do one thing and do a whole nother thing somewhere else, sometimes on the same site. I got to be able, flexibility, okay? So I got this because it does both. It works as a jigsaw, cordless, battery-powered jigsaw. And by switching this battery, or this button here, like this, switch it up, and it becomes a one-handed reciprocating saw. Okay, you see them now. DeWalt now has one of these, and other places do too. Worx had this at least a year or longer ago. Okay, now I will say, this is not a Nitro version. I bought this. It's one of the original versions. It's a 20 volt tool. I've got the Pro battery in here. The Pros work with the Nitro, which is the brushless, or this brushed motors. It's designed to work best with the brushless because the computer stuff that they do to communicate with how much power needs to be back and forth. It's kind of that thing, but you can use the Pro on brush or brushless, and that's what I keep on me. Comes off real nice. This is a 4 amp hour. I won't use anything smaller than a 4 amp hour on this tool here, but it comes on and off real nice. And again, this right here, this button, so switching jigsaw, recip, it doesn't get easier than that, okay? So I've got two tools in one. It's got an orbital switch. So you can go, this is orbital. So there's a little bit of play in the blade as it goes, a little waggle. Basically, ultimately, this gives you a bit of a faster cut. It's not worried about precision as much. This, switching it down, that's the precision straight line. And so it gives you much more of a nice clean line, clean cut line. If I could learn to talk today, maybe not quite as fast. And I'm going to say that's really a small thing, okay? But, you know, it is what it is. Changing the blade on this tool is really easy too, because it's this little lever right here, and you just pull it down, okay? And here's your blade with the teeth facing forward, okay? You lay it, there's a little groove in here. Of course, helps if I put it the right end in, duh. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Okay, you line it up there, let go of the switch. Of course, you got to have it in there the right way. We'll do this. It's okay. There. Now that's it. Okay. Now again, you put it face forward because the idea for this jigsaw blade, jigsaw mode. There you go. Okay. Here's your safety. Got to switch, push that in, push it in, pull your trigger. Got the adjustable speed in the trigger, slow, faster, fastest, just like that. Got a nice little dual base here. And it gets it done really pretty darn good on the spot. I mean, is it the cleanest cutting jigsaw I've ever used? No. I've got a couple corded ones downstairs that I keep in my little workshop that are slightly better. And I say slightly, it's noticeable but not huge. It is what it is. But on the site for basic cuts, I really can't complain about this. This is really nice. You know, not much more I can say about that. Again, so now I want to go from Jigsaw mode to Recip. Diablo blades, buddy. Okay, now because we're changing the mode, okay, you want the teeth in this mode down. Okay, so we're going to stick that in here, lock it in, just that little switch. There we go, popped in. And again, now because when you cut, you're going to cut down. Okay, I'm not going to cut my fingers off, but same thing. Slow, variable speed trigger. Okay, this has been a lifesaver for me in this mode right here. I probably use this tool in this mode more than anything else, and it'll also be in the orbital. Sometimes in here, when I'm working on pipe and metal, I want a straighter, cleaner cut, so I'll put it to the straight line cut. If I'm just trying to cut something real quick, I got a piece of wood, I'm trying to get, you know, it's usually close enough that being in the orbital gets it done, no problem. So, nice one-handed recip, and it gets just, it like I said, it just does great. I've had this, like I said, at least a year. I want to say probably maybe even 2 years. This is the date on this one says 2017. So heck, man, I might have had it that long. You know, and in that amount of time just blends for me. You know, in that amount of time, it has held up. It has done everything I have asked it to do. I have, again, as my other videos, I'm not easy on my tools. I'm clumsy, and I reach around and knock stuff over and drop things, and I don't, it is what it is. I'm a busy, on the go, moving around kind of handyman, and I'm not always nicest to my tools. Wish I could be better at it, but I'm busy. So it has survived more than a single drop, trust me on this. And it's still here. It's, you know, again, it gets it done. Everything works. So longevity, durability, reliability over a period of time in a professional, every, you know, I mean, I use this thing at least, I don't know, in either mode combined, probably 6 times a week or so, maybe more. I'm not, you know, I can't say exactly, I don't count, but I mean, I've always got it. I'm always using it for something. And so it's reliable. It's been there for me. It hasn't broken. It hasn't not done something. I admit there's been a couple of times when I probably should have been using a bigger, more powerful recip saw for what I was cutting, and it still did. It got the job done. Maybe not as quick as a bigger one that I should have been using. Might have stalled a couple of times. And that's one thing about this, okay? It's not, it doesn't have a brushless motor, but it does have a feature in here so that if this, you get the blade jarred and it just, you know, stops, you get it, you know, kind of bound up in something, in metal or something, it's got in the electronics, it needs to stop everything, and there's a period of time that it won't function. And at first I was really unhappy because I didn't know that, and I thought I got it bound up in some metal. This is quite some time ago, and because I didn't know that, I wasn't thrilled with it. I thought, oh man, are you kidding me? After I looked it up, checked it out, and like, oh, it's supposed to do that. Give it, I don't remember how much the time frame is. I haven't put it in the situation to do that. It's hardly like that anymore. It fired right back up, went right back to work, learned how to use the tool the way it's supposed to be used instead of, you know, how I was doing it, and no problems ever since. So, you know, yes, it's another Worx tool, used on the job all the time, and I gotta say, you know, it hasn't let me down. Always use the tools that get the job done for you. You know, brand anymore, people like to make so much out of a brand, and I gotta be honest, there's technology has expanded to the point in availability of materials that brand really isn't as much of the big deal as it gets made out to be. I mean, yeah, companies want their brand to be known for this. They want their reputation. They want the money. They want your money. Some of them, I don't knock, like, say, Milwaukee. I don't knock DeWalt. I don't knock Crafts. I don't knock any of them. I mean, they're great. Snap-on, if they work for you, wonderful. Some of them, I'm not going to pay that kind of money for them, especially when I know I've got a tool or a brand that's offers that tool that I trust, that I've used and proven itself reliable for what I need it to do. I'm not going to pay the kind of money for one that does over there to, like, Worx. I've come to rely on it. I think I've had like one tool that haven't been really thrilled with, that hasn't survived and lasted the way I expected it to. And I mean, that's out of several that I own now. So, and especially as they've moved into their Nitro brushless line, they improve the quality of their tools in that Nitro line, not just in being brushless. So, you know, use whatever brand gets it done, does the work you need it to do. That's what you use. Buy it. Doesn't matter. Don't feel bad or like you're not as much of a pro as some other dude that does something very specialized. And it's not a competition, guys, or ladies, or whoever. It's not a contest. It really isn't. Get the work done. Get it done right. Get it done well. Okay? Get it done right. Get it done well. That's what I say. If you can do it right, if you can do it well, that's all that matters. If that tool helps you get there, by golly, it's a good tool. Okay? So there we have it. The Worx Axis. Worx Axis. Combination. Jigsaw and one-handed recip. I like it. I think you probably might too. It's possible anyway. Y'all keep staying creative, keep building and making and fixing out there, and have some fun.